Okay, they're almost here. So
Alright.
the order for them will be like, yeah.
Oh
Choose
wow!
one of them and that's whoever. Then your number is who goes first. So
So well organized.
Yeah, I don't have to choose. I'm first.
Yeah.
and then
No.
you get that one. What's yours?
Number one.
Okay.
Oh.
Last one. Okay.
Do you want to warm up then? I thought you would go in order like this, but if you want to warm up, I'll leave you
I'm
the
good.
help.
I played before I came.
Okay.
But you're not used to my help. You sure you want to? Don't
Yeah,
want
you
to?
know what? Yes.
Okay. So there's tea here. Please help yourself if you want any.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice to put.
Your one is extra.
Extra rusty.
No. Your one's got extra string, right? Oh, at the top.
No. Oh, same
It's
as
the
yours.
same?
Same as yours. 47.
Oh, okay.
47.
Right.
Yeah. Just play something. Well, for the people who are viewing on YouTube, we'll be starting in 2 minutes. They are parking. She says let's go ahead. You want to? Oh,
Alright.
Joey, do you want to play? Do you still want to play with me?
I can go.
Okay, let's start then.
Yes.
Oh my god, it's difficult.
Wait, are we starting with you? Okay.
Yes.
I'll sit there then. Sorry.
Okay, let's check.
Huh?
No, start with you.
Oh, alright.
No, I'm not happy to let this start.
You start.
Sorry then.
Oh, the two of them draw lots and she thought she was...
No, he goes first and then you guys get to draw lots. Okay. Yes, you may play.
How to play piano and articulate properly at the same time.
Okay. Nice. Bravo. Bravo. There's a couple of things I'm gonna need to see from the other side, but the
Do you want me to move?
no, that's okay. I'll just go there.
Okay.
We can still. No, first of all, congratulations for your sound, because you have a lovely sound, and I can see the attention you're paying to the articulation, and that's paying off. I can we can already hear it.
Thank you.
It's very, very clear. On a musical level, you do need to be secure with your notes to be able to do
all the
what
dynamics, yeah.
yeah, what Pozzoli wants you to work on in this is really the phrasing, the six, because it's very easy to fall on the tendency to accentuate the third on the right hand. And what you want is really to hear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and not 1, 2, 3, 1 note.
Okay.
And this is the most natural tendency, but
Right.
you can't really do that at such a slow tempo. Oh, well, it's actually a very good exercise to try to do it at a slow tempo, but
Sure.
you're not doing yourself any favors, because it's going to be much harder than if you play with a bit more, a bit faster.
Okay. So something like this. It's too
Try to
extended.
play it just a bit faster, say the first 2 bars, the one that you know. That was good though. You got it. So
So think in
once you
terms of
got
the 2, 3 note figures as one.
exactly,
phrase.
just need to count till 6, and that's something that is very hard to do on the slurs. Always having phrasing, it's so much easier on the violin with the bow. It's so much easier on pretty much all the other instruments. So that's the point of this study. That's
Okay.
and the unison of those notes that you know.
Yeah.
I think might be good if you can you play this dreaded passage again?
Okay.
I'm so sorry, and let's go on the other side, like just from the end of the second movement.
It's good.
And then, yeah, perfect. Sorry, it's all good. Just the 3 bars, yeah.
Still not together.
Yeah. I can see that you've got an excellent position at the instrument, and when you get stressed, you start to revert a bit to having your thumb very close to your index on both hands.
Okay.
And I'm sure Bryan has told you that already.
Yes.
It's a lot harder
Countless
to
times.
articulate. Yeah. And that's something we keep on working on because it's
Okay.
it's natural to revert back to that when you're
Okay.
stressed, and you will not be able to play that if you don't have that space. There's no way you can do it
Okay.
like
so,
this.
So this is very important. This is-
Yeah. But don't kill your, because the more you bend your wrist,
Mhm.
the more tense you're gonna be. So
Okay.
don't try to have the space by
Right.
bringing the
Right.
hand closer to the
Right.
strings. That's not gonna work.
Okay.
Just have the space by relaxing here. Yeah.
Okay.
This needs to be relaxed.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. You can have like a bit of a wrist band, but
Okay.
just don't do
But
this
not.
basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Relax.
Can you try?
Relax.
Just this chord. Yeah. It's much easier said than done.
Ah.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, the string is buzzing, but that's not you. But that's good. And play the next one. The ré de si. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see from the other side. Once again. Yeah. There's one more thing that's also, I'm sure you did do it great at home, but make sure you always remember to bring your fourth finger all the way to your, because the unison of the articulation is the unison of the attack, but
Okay.
also the type of articulation you give it. So if your thumb goes all the way, but this one only has a small articulation, it's not going to sound like they are.
Okay. I'm sure I don't do
together.
this at home either.
Oh, okay. Alright,
Okay.
wait, start with a good position, because now you don't have the, make sure, maybe easier, you've got a big hand, so sometimes it's easier to rotate it a bit like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, this one is not going.
It's not going fully in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you
Always
should
the
hit my
Okay.
finger. Try it. I want to see this. Do it. Yeah, but in one movement. So basically you're cheating right now, you're doing chink and then poof. So you need to do it like all at once with this, because you'll have more strength
Mhm.
and it will match better the articulation of your thumb. And have a bit of strength? Yeah. Yeah, you get it, but that was the idea.
Yeah.
Now the tough thing is to do this, articulate this, but also not have your finger be all straight at the beginning. Because if it's all straight, you often don't have much strength, so you do need to have a bit of a bend here. But remember that it's not just this that articulates,
Okay.
but this one.
Okay.
Better. Better. Super. Okay, you got it. You got
Okay.
it. That's a very good thing to practice. And the thing is, just make sure to have an external eye and always check on yourself. Once you've nailed it, make
Mhm.
sure that your position is not super tense. Because
Okay.
right now these two are like all the way inside the strings.
Okay.
So make sure you're
Okay.
able to do this, but also check on your wrist,
Mhm.
check on everything.
Mhm. Mhm.
This one she did. Anyway, you've got the idea, I think.
Mhm.
And there's
Mhm.
one more bit where you did the same with the left hand. So the left hand, same. Make sure you always check that you do have that space, so that you don't go like this.
Okay.
The more stressed you are, especially when you play the second. Because if you play the second and you've got your thumb here like you did, this
Uh-huh.
one can't articulate. So make sure. Sometimes we go this way to have a bit of a fuller sound,
Okay.
to have more string contact.
Okay.
But even if you go this way, I would never put my thumb underneath
Okay.
because it's blocking the
Yeah.
way. So try to either you play like this or you play like this, but your thumb needs to be out of the way so this one
Okay.
can articulate.
It doesn't have to be up, as long as it can be like that.
It
As
doesn't
long as
have
it's not
to
in the way.
Exactly. It doesn't
Okay.
have to be up. Everyone finds his position.
Okay.
And also, it really depends on the timbre you want. Because this is going to be very different if I play. Like if I go inside the string first
Mhm, mhm.
and play this, or if I go, this one is going to be more metallic, more
Yeah.
snap, and this one is going to be more soft and round. So here I'd say you want soft and round, but that's,
Mhm,
then
mhm.
it's a musical choice, and you
Okay.
just have to be aware of how your position is going to impact the type of sound that you have.
Mhm,
But
mhm.
the main thing is make sure you have no finger in the way of your articulation.
Right.
Because you want this to be loud enough to support your right hand,
Yeah.
and you won't get loud if you can't
Yes.
articulate.
Yeah.
How are we with time? check
We
this.
have half an hour each.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we need, if you've got big pieces, we need maybe a bit more than half
okay,
an hour for
sure,
them.
sure.
Okay, we've got some
Maybe
5 minutes then. Yeah.
Another 5-10 minutes
Yeah.
would be fine.
So, would you like to, which bits of the piece do you know the best? The beginning?
Probably.
Would you like to play like the two first
Okay.
systems and try to add the dynamics?
Okay.
And play, I know you're not going to clean up the technique right now,
Yeah.
but try to make it musical with the phrasing
Okay.
and adding the dynamics, just for fun.
Torture.
And now don't be afraid. It's a piano, but you need timbre. Super. Okay, that's great. You've got it for the phrasing. You're gonna nail it. Two things that you need to check yourself, because that's something you're gonna need to check all the time in the coming year. Make sure this shoulder doesn't go up. Otherwise, you'll have shoulder problems like
Okay.
me, because it
It
tends
goes
to go a bit up
Mm,
whenever you're a bit
okay.
stressed, like you do.
Ah. Okay.
Like we all do this. Like when we're
Yeah.
stressed, we do this,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's something you really need to control. Your
Okay.
posture is beautiful, but just
Okay.
make sure it
Okay.
doesn't
So
move.
so you say it's the stress of
Oh, yeah, it's the
not
tension.
knowing the notes and then
Mhm.
so
Absolutely.
it's a tension. It's not nothing to do with the way I'm positioning.
So
Uh,
I don't think it has anything to do with the way you're positioning,
Okay.
but there is one thing you should correct in the way you're positioning. Sorry. Got something in my throat. I swear this is not COVID.
You want some tea?
Well, I hope this is not COVID.
You want some tea?
Water, thank you. Sorry. I'm going off camera. I just made it both. Sorry. I just made it way worse by drinking too fast.
It's okay, take your time.
Yes, stressed too.
Thank you. Ah, much better. Okay. Thank you. And we're back. Yeah. On your left hand, I think sometimes you've got a position that looks extremely uncomfortable to me.
Mhm.
Take the hump. Sometimes when you go up, you're very much like this. So this is gonna bring tension.
okay.
Let me see, like when you go like this bit, for instance, when you're in, oh no, wait, when was it? Yeah, I guess falado, la demi, these bits. Yeah, this. You should try to avoid this. So make sure maybe, yeah. And I think because you've got everyone's hand positioning is going to change depending on your morphology, obviously. You've got a very big hand for a very small harp. So
Okay, time to get a bigger
take
harp.
that. Yeah, first of all, yes. You just need to take that into consideration. Because you're trying to have a good position for some things, but then it impacts other.
Okay.
I think for you, you'll need to rotate your hand a little bit so you can have this space,
Okay.
have this relaxed, and not have
Okay.
your wrist be completely broken. In the
Right.
Do you feel okay? Do you feel
This
this is
feels-
a stable-ish position?
okay. So what you noticed earlier was that I was
So-
twisting like this.
The thing is, you were trying to have you were doing this,
Okay.
basically. I'm
Ah,
exaggerating.
that looks
but-
ugly.
That looks painful. That looks painful here. That's not good. So you need
Okay.
to make sure your wrist is not too too twisted, not
Okay.
like this,
Okay.
not like this, and not too much like this, and not too much like this, because sometimes we tend to do
Yeah.
this always when we roll chords.
Okay.
So try to maintain this, and if you don't have enough space because your hand is too big, try to rotate just a little bit your hand.
Okay.
Because this is not going to work well,
Mhm.
because you won't have space to articulate your thumb.
Okay.
You need a bit of space for your thumb. Don't go all the way, because
Mhm, mhm,
you're not going to have space for these
Mhm,
fingers. So you
mhm.
need to find what works for you.
Okay. So.
See, this is what you are doing. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. And maybe, yeah. That looks better to me, but
Okay.
it doesn't matter how it looks to me. What matters is how it feels to you. Okay, now try to play forte and articulate all of them, just to see if you can. The thumb is doing great. These two, I don't know.
Not articulating enough. Yeah. Yeah.
Ching, 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 ching. Okay, give it a go. Okay, that's good. Now you need to do that without putting too much tension.
Okay.
Because you can get this loud without too much tension. And check it. Have you seen your wrist? The one back. Yeah.
Mhm.
So check on yourself. 'Cause
Okay.
I won't be there.
Okay. So there shouldn't be any. I shouldn't feel any tension.
The thing is,
That-
if you play
that's
like this too much,
Yeah.
and
Of course.
you play longer pieces than that,
Yeah.
you will have like,
Okay.
this is gonna hurt your articulation.
Okay.
So
Okay.
just,
So the main idea is to be able to keep the distance here to allow
keep
the
enough
thumb to articulate.
distance for your thumb to articulate,
Okay.
Make
but
sure you
not to
Yeah.
compromise the wrist.
and try to not hurt your wrist. Try to
Okay.
be in a position that's natural enough for the wrist.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I'll work on it.
And the main thing, I think you can video record yourself, because it's so much easier to see when you
Okay.
see it from outside than when you're like this.
Right.
So it's like an easy feel.
Okay.
Fix.
Shopping list.
Sorry.
Shopping list. Got a bigger hub. Got a bigger camera.
His hammer
Yeah,
is probably
any
even
fun?
smaller.
And just make sure you don't tense up yourself. But this is a great performance practice in a way to see how your body reacts when you're a bit tense,
Mhm, mhm.
and make sure that these are the things that you're gonna need to check for
Okay.
on the long run.
Okay.
Congratulations!
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much.
Thanks a lot. Let me drink again before we have
Okay.
a disaster.
It's okay, I will move them up anyway. Okay, Joey, you're next, right? Is this chair okay for you?
Thank you, perfect, yeah. Yeah, it's funny how we get used to one teaching position. And then from the other side, we're like, oh. Do you want me to turn the pages? Or do you prefer to do it?
I think I'm good.
Okay, cool. nice moments. I'd like you to play the beginning again, but play it very confident, because
Okay.
you have. We were talking about the phrasing. You have beautiful phrasing, and that's often the challenge for many people. So you're nailing this, but I'm missing the confidence at the beginning.
Okay.
I really need to. Okay, stop here maybe. So generally everywhere, your left hand is super present. It's super strong,
Mhm.
and it's weird because usually it's the contrary. But your right hand is less secure, and I'm missing the right hand sometimes. Actually, in a lot of the variations, especially when your right hand is supposed to be the prima diva and your left hand is accompanying. I've got the super stable left hand, which is wonderful, but I need a bit more right hand. And that's the case in the beginning, because the right hand really has the melody. So don't change anything on the left one, it's perfect. But maybe going a bit deeper on your string on the right. Wait, does it hurt?
No, it doesn't hurt.
Okay. Don't destroy your fingers either, but. See, that's not soloist enough for me. You need, this is the star. Your right hand needs to shine. Can you try to be an opera singer as much as possible? Bye. Yes. Okay, I don't want an accent on the last me, because that's just young. And then you can play this one a bit less, you know? Just give us a very strong introduction, very sure of yourself, and then you can have fun with the dynamics, no? Do this one a bit more mezzo forte towards the forte style, this one a bit more mezzo piano maybe. But yes! Do it again with both hands. More right hand! Yes! Then you need to also lower the volume of the left hand, right? So it's balanced. But yes, that's the spirit. Just this is so important, because when we start listening to you and you're confident, it brings us to a completely different listening place, and we won't be worried for you for the rest of this. Keep going. That was really good. Maybe the first variation? Oh yeah. Between the important melodic moments and the moments that are just ornaments. Like this descending arpeggio is just an ornament, really. Yeah. What are you? I'm sorry, it was your first variation. So, okay, let me go back. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's so weird. Yeah, this is like decorative, you know. This is important. This is the melody. So you don't need to be super strong on the arpeggio. Just like room to launch everything, but then I really need the crescendo on.
Okay.
This is the melody. Okay, let me change my mind. I need enough E to last until there. So I don't need it to be brutal or anything, or forte or anything, but I need it to sustain enough. Is going to help you is to not start this too forte. Yeah, if you do a nice phrase, it's going to bring me to the beginning of your melody. You need to make sure that the left hand is not going louder than the right hand. Hang on, I'm gonna look at it on this version. Where were we? Yep, here. So Mrs. or me, I don't want an accent on the me.
This one?
Yes, this one, and here as well. So be careful about that. You've got a crescendo, but I don't want everything on the me. The me needs to be more or less the same volume as the sol that comes just before. Try to play it loud, a bit louder. And you know what? What makes the difference is that the C is less strong as your mi. So it makes the mi come out more.
Even sound.
So make sure the C is a bit louder than the mi. A bit more. Yes. You know what? To practice that, you just practice on putting the accents in different places. You know, like putting it on your index and doing the rhythms like da di di da di di da di da di di da. Yeah. Okay, keep going. I don't want to take too long. We cannot have a massive gap in dynamics between what's before and this. Otherwise, it looks like you're not very sure of what you're playing. So I need a piano that is a very voluntary piano. Yeah, perfect. Start it a bit more mezzo piano and you do a decrescendo, so we know that you did it on purpose. Okay? I want this as my melody. And here, I need the right hand to be really loud. Oh, it's written already. Okay, I really need the right hand to be really loud. Because you're doing great on the left hand.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I'm just about to play this. Oh, yeah. Because sometimes you're doing this, your left hand, this finger is really strong, but then I don't hear much thumb. So make sure, it's great to go like this, because it gives you a wonderful grip for the fourth, but then it's a bit harder for your thumb. So if you choose this position, which is completely okay, make sure you don't forget the thumb. But I don't want to encourage you to necessarily change, because for some people it works great to do this, and I do this a lot too. The more you go towards the column, the harder you're going to be able to pull without having a buzz. But just, oh, that was nice. Just if you do that, then you make sure you don't forget your thumb. A bit less. Nice. Yeah, okay, good. The right hand. And here the same. Just don't forget the C. If you have a loud E, same here, don't forget the accents, because we're going to need all this. Here, I know it's written più vivace, but everyone panics here, and you know you're going to play it faster than you think you are in your hand. So in your head, think about the same tempo, and you will play it faster, I swear. And we won't get the impression that you're rushing because you're scared. That's what you want to avoid. Think of the amoroso above all. great left hand, but I need more. I need it to sing so much. And you know what's going to help you? Think about these accents. You need to land there. What you're doing, everything you're doing is to land on the fa. It's just the fall towards this. Okay, but now the challenge is to not have an accent coming out of nowhere. You need the phrasing before the accent. So it's just your landing point. Again. This you need to practice with metronome like a lot. This because it's really easy. Otherwise, you have to have a big gap here, and then all of a sudden you rush on the coming up. So metronome there. Do you want to try to play it on once? Yeah. Doing you any favors because it's really hard to do this faster, so don't rush here. Okay, keep going. That's good. Forget it a bit. Yeah, this left up. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? Just visually, I can see that your do is not vibrating as much as the other strings. So don't forget your second also in the three chords. See, like the soul. If it's lower, it's going to be really hard for it to be as strong as the other ones. So sometimes you need to lift it up a bit. You need to find your position that works for you. You need to record yourself a little or feel it. And think about it. Are you singing the do in your head when you play the chord? Because if you, before pulling, try to think about, especially you don't think about the soul, you don't think about the soul and the mi. Think about the do and think about I want to get the do out of it. Yeah. Bit better. Now you just need to play them together. Better. You need to take the time to. That's the kind of stuff you're gonna waste 15 minutes just on this. But you need to do regular checkup for yourself. Super. Let's keep going. Do we start with that? Yes. Let's keep going so we can see the other ones. Well, maybe stop here because I skipped already. What we tend to forget in this variation is that because we're doing harmonic, we tend to forget the phrasing. But this is also the melody line, and you need to think of it as one big phrase, and not. Otherwise, the harmonics tend to sound like it's a lot of attack and not much reverb, sustain. So you really need in your head to be singing a melody. And do a little crescendo if that helps you. But think of your melody. of going all the way to the.
Oh.
This is just one super long big phrase. Try it with the right hand, and try to not rush. Be super calm in this one. So, you know what Glinka did here, what you're doing on the right hand is just trying to prolong the resonance of your harmonic, because the heart is crucially lacking resonance when we do harmonics. So think of it as just the vibration of your harmonic, and do as much, like take your time as much as you need, do as much rubato and as much, this is like a cadenza thing. Just when you slow down on your left hand, remember that your right hand is connected to it, and it's just the sound that should be coming from the string of your left hand. Try it once again, maybe? Yeah, you just need a bit to be a bit more secure in your notes to have fun with this. But if it's tough for you to do the long phrasing at first, think of it by bars at least, in terms of the melody. Good. The rest? Okay, so now when you've got dynamics, this is flexible. I see someone I did them. You choose what you want, but your harmonics are going to be limited in terms of the dynamics you can bring, so your right hand needs to do them. If you've got a forte, if you're trying to get a forte, you need your right hand to, and you need to make sure you don't put an accent on the thumb of your, you didn't do it, because you didn't try to play forte, but be careful when you do, because the tendency will be to accentuate the thumb, and we don't want that, because the thumb is just part of the phrasing of the left hand, so yeah. Okay, the rest? Okay, this is the right hand, like this is right hand territory, and sing. Oh, I don't want my left hand. Your left hand is perfect already. So much if you practice just the right hand alone and memorize this right hand and memorize the melody, because this is just basically the melody you need to sing, and you won't be able to play around and have fun with it until you're super confident. What my teachers used to have me do, I don't know if Bryan does this, but is to be able to sing any melody, like say Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, while you're playing the right hand, to make sure you've got that muscle memory in, and to make sure the melody is completely natural to you. And it's not as easy as it sounds. You'll see, it's really perturbing. But
I have a different did something like that, but what I told them to do was watch YouTube or read while you
While
play
you
this,
that
so
works
that
as
you
well.
can do two things
Anything
at
that
one
gets
time.
your brain trying to think about something else, because your brain will also be busy thinking about the left hand, but you need to have that melody so natural to you. And then you can play with this, because it's a very long phrase, and it's really hard if you're doing it rhythmical all the time. You can take your time at the beginning, like your left hand will follow anyway. But I really need it to be a bit forte at the beginning.
Okay.
Okay. See, what you're doing is super interesting musically. I like the little crescendo, decrescendo, but just make sure you sound super confident on the beginning. And for that, I need a bit more presence in the tone. Okay. And don't lose us, even if it's diminuendo on the piano. Don't lose us. Yeah, exactly. Articulate the do and give it some love. Don't go like this do. Just even if it's piano, something that has. Yeah. And here it's easy to sound mechanical, but this is like the end of your beautiful melody. So make sure you don't go like on automatic pilot. Make sure to sing the right hand as well. And like on that do si, you lose us on the do si when your right hand is not present just here. Do you see what I mean?
No.
Rotate. I need to right away hear that this is the melody again, and this is what you people should be listening to. I think you can do it a bit more. Okay. Alright, keep going, yeah. Great! The only thing I have to say is start a bit louder here. Sorry. Would you play the next one for me?
Yeah.
Okay, here your left hand is perfect. I need a bit more right hand.
Right.
Try again. Okay, because otherwise, thank you so much. Oh, and it's the impression it gives us is that you're too busy thinking about all those middle notes and that you're not singing the melody from the thumb in your head. And we need the rest is just accompaniment. What we need is the melody from the stem. Yeah, that's a good exercise. I guess if you're doing it, you already do it regularly, but just play the melody from the thumb and try to play it as nice as possible without anything else. And try to think about the rubatos you want to do, where you want to have dynamics on there. Here you need to know exactly where you're going, because this is kind of the pineapple. So we don't want any doubt here. We want you to arrive at this do knowing exactly which notes you're playing. Well, you do that, but yeah, you really need to do that and enjoy it, because it's such a beautiful melody. Keep going. Same. Think about your thumbs. About the thumbs. Now without violence, like it's a, it's a powerful singer, but we don't want you to. And just a little thing, what I was saying about the octaves on the left hand, you're doing it as well here. Your hand goes a bit like that, so we have a lot of do and not a lot of mi sometimes. Yeah, perfect. The thing is, I know you can play them perfectly, it's just when you get the right hand and you're thinking about something else, you will have the tendency to revert back. That was great, other than that. And melody, think about the melody. So that's a really long way to go. This you need to keep it as entertained. So maybe it's not going to be a linear decrescendo all the way. You'll have like little crescendos within the decrescendo. Try to do it again, just this end. Try to make it interesting and to keep our attention until the very end. What you want to do with this. I would recommend not going super strong on the basses at the very end. Like you can give it some timbre, give it some tone and texture, but don't give us something like a bit brutal. Okay. Just and take your time on the solo. Otherwise it gets very mechanical. It goes like dee da da dee da da, but you can do dee da dee da. Like give us something, you know, to keep us on the edge of our sleep. that you don't think about your string before pulling it on the right hand. Like just take the time to position before you actually play it. Don't go like, do you see what I mean? Try just the right hand. On the sol, you just put your thumb and play it right away. Whereas, try again and before you play the sol, you can actually go. I'm loving this string and I'm gonna go there. You know, like take the time to make us wait a bit for that. Okay. Bit better. Are you singing it in your hand? Yeah. Okay. And when it keeps on morendo, you can take more and more your time at the end. You know? It's better. There's this thing. If you want us to listen, if you cannot play your solo super forte because we're in a piano, but you want it to stick out and you want us to know that this is a special note. So what you can do is give it space. Give it a bit of space before by loving your string before pulling it, and give it a bit of space after by not playing the rest right away. If you play, we don't get to enjoy this solo. Take your time. You don't have to be rhythmical here. You can go rubato as you want. Sorry. Oh, the end you're doing great. It was more this motif just here. You're not giving me the soul. Try to give it importance. Okay, the end with your left hand is great. I'm not hearing that for the soul. I'm hearing a lot of importance on the mi, like you. Yeah, that's great. But then I want to hear that for the rest of the melody, the sol fa.
So,
Yeah, but it's not a question only of giving them more attack. It's how you're gonna give them space before and after, and how you attack. If you just attack like this, or if you go, you know what I mean?
sort of.
Try again, maybe. Yeah, you're still playing the following notes a bit too fast. Yeah, like just give it a bit of space between your melody in the right hand and the accompaniment. Okay, yeah, that's better.
Sorry, we probably
Bravo.
should.
Sorry?
Oh, great.
Perfect timing. Okay.
Yes, perfect.
Bravo, bravo. Okay. Who's playing next? Let's just grab a tissue. Do you have tissues?
Yes, sure.
And also, do you have mascara everywhere? Do I have mascara everywhere?
No.
Okay,
it's
thank
fine.
you. Oh, nice! Oh, thank you so much.
Can use this for the for the
Oh, it's okay. Thank you. I think I'm good for this one. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Sorry. And I am ready. Go for it. Yep, sorry.
Sorry.
With the song, the flat. Me? You know me? Is it me? Yeah. Yep. Yep. Goes all the way up. Good. Bravo. How are you feeling?
I'm really nervous.
You know what? Let's start with this one, with the last one. And you've got a lovely position at the harp. That's the first thing I need to say. You've got like very stable shoulders and arms.
Thank you.
Really, really good. This one, the first thing you really need to make sure is that, okay, we want phrasing, so we don't want an accent on the fourth of the right hand, or the fourth of the left hand when you have the big arpeggios. And we want to have all the notes sounding equal, so we want the third and second to really be there. See, I'm not hearing that much. Better. Yeah. Do you practice this with helps you. La do di da do di da do da do di da. Yeah. Okay, cool. Try it again. Like giving attention to me. Yeah. You know what? You can play it slower as well. Just wanna know if you want. Perfect. Super. And try to play it again. All this. Keep going. Careful with this. It was really good at the beginning. That was exactly what I want. When you played, where was it? This one? You reverted to going tum 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 tum, which is kind of interesting. But he put a slur here, so we really want to know that we're going to the I think you're doing it a bit too much. We want you to think of the landing point. Okay, try a bit less accent on the fourth. Good. Yeah, maybe instead of saying try less accent on the fourth, try to think more of your second and third. I think that will be better. Nice. Yeah, because the accents you're gonna do them naturally. But the third and second you're gonna tend to forget them a bit maybe. Okay, keep going. That was good. I want to hear Fala. F-A. Do you say
Depends on each student actually. I
Okay.
normally say do re mi fa sol.
Okay, alright.
Normally use solfege.
So F-A or Great. That's really good. Okay. Maybe let's take the end of this here. I think you need to give it more space and more time. And if you want to have a real piano here, you're gonna need to muffle. But it would be a shame to muffle right away. So really take your time. Let us digest what you just gave us. Those big chords. Wait, mi la do mi. You start on the mi. Are you starting here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's on the. Take your time. It's gonna sound like forever to you, but we need that as listeners because you just gave us an harmonic modulation, so we need to have time to absorb it. Play the last one maybe, and then you keep going with the piano. Yeah. Sol natural. And play really attenuando the end if you want, because it's not easy to play them. Okay. And muffle before, sorry. Muffle before that, yeah. Take your time, make it dramatic and theatrical, yeah. Okay, stop here, it's good already. What would be, you're doing it really good, what would be even better is if you gave us those little crescendo, decrescendo. For that I need more presence on this chord. And for that you're really going to need the help of your left hand. So if you start too loud on this, you're not going to reach until you need to give yourself give yourself a little bit of leeway to go la la sol and not la la sol, because then you don't have any reserve. The thumb of your left hand, and it would be really useful for us to have it, like for instance, sol, here we need to hear the sol and the la. Yeah. Especially this one, because this one you're trying to play more forte, so we really need all the notes. One after the other. And try to make sure that your re is at least as loud as your fa. Okay. Okay. Just make sure you play the last one. Take your time to play it, but play it well in unison. That's the last impression you're gonna give everybody. Shall we start from the start? Is gonna be easier now. You play the and think about doing the same here. Making sure you can do this little crescendo, decrescendo, and having your left hand support that a lot. A lot as well is to have a bit more middle notes. Exactly the same than when we were playing the arpeggios in the fourth variation. Here I don't hear so much this counter melody. Mi, mi, fa, 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 mi, la, la, si, la, sol, la. It's beautiful. Make sure you think about it. By trying to play the chords not rolled and trying to accentuate different fingers. So play it straight and try to think, oh, this time I'm accentuating my index, this time I'm accentuating my third. But you can also practice by rolling them all to really hear the note that you want to hear. So try to do that maybe, roll everything and try to really think about these second and third fingers. Super. Okay, great. Now that we've got all the notes in our heads, try to do the same without rolling them all and thinking about the little Russian montes of dynamics. Super. And give everything you have to this one. Great. Okay. Are you okay to continue?
Another 5.
Okay, perfect. what we miss is the bridge between the left hand and the right hand, and this bridge is your thumb, your left thumb. So it's the same than the octaves. Just make sure you have it in your mind, because it's the key to. Here, I was going to say, you have to, there's two variations where I think you really have to muffle before starting it. It's this one and the harmonics one, because it's so piano. So make sure you muffle here as well. This one, this is the tricky one. Make sure you think about how big it is. Try to play it and have a warning that goes, big spacing before this one. You want to try to start a bit? Yeah, just the beginning. I'll just do the beginning. Okay, so wait, while we're stopped. The bass is exactly the same than this, right? And you need to do the same. Start a bit lower in volume and make sure you help us with the crescendo, because your right hand cannot do it. So da da da. Play it again, just this whole pattern. And here, take your time on the melody. The same that I was saying just before. Just we want to hear the do, the ti, the da. Think of it like a tide. Especially your time on the C and the La. Don't rush and go like da ti da ti ti da ti da da. Give it a bit of space afterwards. Okay, good, excellent. Maybe just the harmonics was good. I think the key is also to think about the phrasing. Make sure you have the melody of the harmonics in your head and think of it as the long phrases that we want. Do you want to try to play this one a bit? Yeah. Okay, so it's going to be really hard for you if you start this loud, because you need to go much louder afterwards. To be able to do exactly the same things that we've been doing for the two previous variations, like da, 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 with your left hand. So make sure you don't play this one too loud. Yeah, the note you want to arrive to is this mi with your left hand. So do, re, mi, da, and the rest is falling. Congratulations. It's a beautiful piece, and bravo on the technique. Do you want to warm up a bit maybe, because it's been a while? Feel free.
Do you want a little break?
Do you have a bathroom I can use?
Yeah.
Oh, so I'll give you a few minutes to warm up peacefully.
张。
Guys, I made tea, but nobody's taking it. Okay, but it's not hot now, it's not warm now.
It's okay. 这个是什么 tea？
不知道我别的中国学生给我的，像是有 forgot what's inside some fruit inside. I think from the north, they are from Shandong. They say it's from Shandong. You know what it is?
哦，OK，清干，中国名叫清干是吧？
Sorry, sorry, sorry.
对。
Okay, sorry.
The memories of these songs.
Mm-hmm.
叫青桔，
是水果来的，
它里面有茶，
一个水果。
一个那个 flaxseed，是叫一个青桔，它叫青桔。Thank you。
Oh, you took the mic. I was thinking it magically disappeared.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
小青干，
How are you doing?
金桔青干这种。
1 minute with me. Get the camera back.
How long have you been playing this piece? 3 weeks? Okay. Oh, it's very new. Here maybe. There's so much in this opening. It's beautiful. Bravo. Okay, just one very quick technical thing. Make sure on your left hand that you don't go the wrist thing. Play maybe this less. I don't. Do you feel it or not?
Yeah,
You do? Okay. Because you're gonna be a lot less stable. Yeah, it's hard. Keep going. Do you know why actually? Because I don't want to tell you something just to make you change. It's just because otherwise you lose stability in your fourth, and you're not able to have as nice a tone as you really have in your other fingers. It's not a crispation. It's not like a tension problem because you're not staying in this position. It's just like you're not articulating your fourth as well as you really could be. Lovely. Go all the way. You're cheating a bit. You're doing a bit like instead of. But in terms of stability, was it? For this, frankly, you just need to do exercises like put everything and articulate just the fourth without moving the rest, and then also play like this. You know, when you play the two of them, and try to play them in disorder, like without moving your hand. Just, I know it's basic stuff, but I still do it. You still need to continue all the time because we tend to forget. Yeah, awesome. Okay. That was just the. Yeah, play it again, maybe just the end. And you're gonna do it even more in the highs, and everyone does it. But don't hesitate to go a bit, you know, like put the harp a bit more like this, give your space a bit more space, give yourself a bit more space. Okay. Let's do the rest before. That was just a little parenthesis. Here are the birds. You have to be so careful. It's so annoying, this bit. Try to take it from there, maybe. Great. Okay, now the problem is that was great like that. The next level you have to do more rhythmical, so a bit faster. Because technically it's really which is going to be harder to do it loud and without buzzing. Great. So you're actually buzzing when you're placing them, not when you're playing. Try again and be careful when you place. There. Like right as you play. Perfect. Okay, one last time and louder. The mirror. Okay, now that you know it really well, play it with like a lot of energy. We need to feel your energy till the back of the room. With that energy and no buzzing. Here's when you lose the energy. You start with a good energy, and here's when it kind of starts to drag down. You need to make sure that for the audience it's going to be a surprise every time. Like even on the first line, like and here as well. You surprise us with the left hand doing it as well. Okay. And then on this, make sure you start it as loud as you were before. On the mirror is going to be, the ED is going to be the key. These ones, be careful. We need to have. So we want them accentuated and fortissimo, but we still want to feel something musically. So basically, what you need to do is give us a bit of a crescendo. I think you're gonna need to take it a bit from a bit before, so that you cannot cheat and take this one less loud. Again, but more presence on the mire. Great. Do you see what I mean? We need to feel that it's leading to the G sharp. Okay. And the presence on mire was great. Don't drop us completely on the do. You can gradually go with D minor and do as you go down, but don't go too sudden on the do. It's great. Wanna do just this beginning? Here we really need to hear the thumbs here, and then yeah, exactly. And play with the left hand because it's not that easy to play everything. Very nice, lovely unison. Yeah, perfect. The secret here is just gonna be to think about the inner voices, because that's the only way you're gonna be able to do a piano without it sounding. It sounds a bit empty right now, and especially on the right hand, you're too. And there's no other way but to practice this by, like, one time you try to really hear your second, the next time you try to really hear your third, and just practice. But no, you're doing great. Let's keep going. Okay, what you're doing is beautiful because we hear a lot of the bass voice. But you cannot cheat completely and forget so we still need to hear the upper one a bit. A bit more, I couldn't hear that. Nice. Beautiful. See, if you guys what I mean, like I need to hear that do, for instance. Right now I don't hear it. Yeah, I'm gonna need more of your third, for instance. The do. And try to really sing it for yourself, huh? Like do, re, fa, re, do, re. Sorry for the interruption. And the last thing for this is you can also play with broken chords. Some people choose to have a few broken chords here and there to keep the interest and when you have the crescendo. So if you okay, keep going. Nice. but you have to move them. Don't give up on the end of the last, please. Give us till the end. Here you had to do a bit of a crescendo again because you were so low in volume so soon. I know this is pianissimo, but frankly you can't really be pianissimo there and still do a decrescendo after. So do yourself a favor and do a real kind of crescendo here and have a bit more leeway. Such a long way to go that you can quickly get boring if you play it very metronomically. Mi, do, la, fa, mi, do, la, fa, mi, do. So really think about your melody and try to do a little rubato. You're going to do that beautifully. This was beautiful. You'll just need to play it a little bit faster. It's going to help with the expressivity, of your melody, but it's just being a bit, feeling a bit safer with your notes. You're doing great. It's going to be great. Let's maybe move on so we can get to, because I know it's a long piece, so we can get to see the end. Yeah. Try just to play this bar and give us the energy and the freedom we need to hear in this. Piano to go a bit like be a bit not as energetic, and it's a piano but it needs to be the echo of this. Yeah, make sure to be very precise on this too. window. It might help you, because it might help you to move a bit the wrist. And there's one study that's like, it's really hard to play from here. Just, it's one of those pivotal on the wrist. I can send it to Bryan. Yeah, exactly. And then you increase the. You go until their head. And it's gonna be the same like you. It might help you to make sure you move your wrist but without losing the position of your finger. Like do it again, maybe it's going down. Position like that, it's just a matter of how long you can survive and if you manage to make it till the end. So make sure to not go too much like that, even if you choose not to move the wrist. Yeah, be careful with your thumb. You made it till the end. Okay. Okay, keep going. And here you really need to practice it with the rhythms, maybe. So you go like tom, and the other way around. Sol, si, re, sa, si. Again. See, this one is a bit weaker. Yep. For which finger it's a bit harder. Yeah, because here I didn't hear much these two. Same. You need to practice that a bit. Okay, keep going. It's really hard here to balance the left hand and the right hand, so we're going to need a bit more right hand, so that when the chords come in, it doesn't drown everything. And the other difficult thing is the rhythm, because right now I hear sol, so you're going to have to anticipate them a bit, which is not always easy, but think about them before the beat, so you don't lose the rhythm of the melody. Shorten the mi. The mi needs to resonate till the end. So you need to start playing your left hand before you've placed your right hand. Yeah, you cannot muffle that mi. Otherwise you go start. But you need to start this one a bit earlier. As you can, as melodic as you can, and then you play on top of that, and you try to play with the chords. And we don't want your soul here to arrive later than what you play on your recording. You don't want your fa to arrive later, and you want to make sure that your mi resonates till the end. You do whatever you have to do in terms of technique. Yeah, maybe you can place the 4 and the 3rd, but not the 2nd until the very last minute. This, no one cares. You do whatever you have to do, but what we want is to hear that melody as if it were a cello and no break. Okay, so keep going. Wherever is comfortable for you. Yeah? Yeah, I need energy here. It's not just fortissimo, but like just wake up all of a sudden. Yeah. And a lot of accents on that la, which is part of the melody. Yeah. And here as well, this one, don't forget the sol. Yeah. Okay, and here the inner voices as well. Really don't forget them. Oh, I'm not on the chord, sorry. Yeah, the re fa, I'm not hearing this. You need to really. Yep, perfect. You might need to muffle here. If you really want the pianissimo to, you can choose to do it. Either you really take your time, muffle, and then start, or you start playing the right hand and you muffle. But otherwise, your pianissimo is not good enough. Okay, and here, it's not gonna work if you don't play the inner voices. It's really, really, even more in the pianissimos than in the fortes. Wait, listen to it again? Let's try to make the return next. Much better, yes. Okay.
Let's read permission stuff.
Okay.
You're safe by the time.
Oh! Tim, where have you seen it? Oh. So this you hadn't seen anyway? Yeah. Okay, good. Perfect. And you know how sometimes for these glissanders you can go a bit higher, so you have space for so your left hand goes higher, so your right hand can really get the same string. The point being not to have any gap between the two, so you want them to cross at some point. If you don't want the gap, you can have them cross, so you go and right when you're finishing, your left hand is actually starting. And start now. Yeah. And you start the right hand very piano, so that we didn't notice that you started earlier, but we noticed that there's no gap at all. Yeah. Bravo.
Okay, one moment. Prepared something for you.
Oh wow!
This is for you, so thank you very, very much for doing this.
Food! Oh my goodness!
Yes.
You know me too well already. Okay.
I realized that you really like food, and I confirmed yesterday that you like to cook them.
Oh yes! Thank you so much, guys.
You can turn a little bit.
Okay.
Really nice.
Okay.
Oh wait.
Guys, you should come and take.
Need
Oh.
to see this.
You guys should come and take photo with us.
Oh yeah. Pleasure. Oh my goodness, what a nice basket.
Thank
you so much. Thank you. This is huge.
More closer. Please, more closer. Yeah.
You know what,
First
I-
I
Mm.
count
We need to put it on the ground.
closer. Yeah,
还可以吗？
甩你哦。
可以吗？看。
now okay.
OK。
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more. Hey. one more. Cheese. Hey, can we take the max?
OK， one without the
Can
mask。
we? Yeah.
Hold the breath 1 minute.
Yes, you're right. It's okay. Look at here. Yeah, maybe here. One more. One more. Yes.
OK， thank you。
Everybody looks very serious.
Holding breath, holding breath.
Oh, congratulations, everyone!
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
It's a
Thank you
pleasure.
so much.
Congratulations and thank you for playing. So much.